Hello and welcome to Flippin Through, the internet's #1 Mad Magazine news, review, and interview channel. And today, we're flipping through Mad Magazine number 123, released December 1966. Our price, 35 cents, which is indeed cheap. But before we do all of that, I've got something to say. Hey, make sure hit like, hit subscribe. Look at this beautiful light shining down upon me. I have what did I do? Oh yeah, I bought lights. Those people who support me on Patreon, this is what your money went to. Beautiful lighting which has reduced all glare. It's a shame we're doing a newsprint issue because I can't show off how well these work to reduce the glare. But anyway, thank you to those people who support me. And if you subscribe, you support me. If you leave a comment, you support me. And if you give me a thumbs up, you support me. And I really do appreciate that. I do have to show a special appreciation to those patrons. Patreon.com/flippinthrough. David Strickler, Megan McInerney, Shane Buckley, Bobby Weigel, Cam Hayden, Ed Meisinger, Rob Wilson, Rod Mead Sperry, Andrew Goldfarb, Casey Ori, and Kyle Bridget. Thank you guys so much for your support. And I hope I can keep on earning it. That being said, let's get back over here. And let's get me, right? That's why you tune in, is me. This is Mad Magazine number 123. A great cover, a beautiful design, and it's a special issue. If you want to also flip along with me, down below, I have a link to Doug Guilford's madcoversite.com, and because I leave out details all the time. There's things that I don't know, and so you can get all the information you need that way. But this is a special issue because it's numbered. This copy of MAD is numbered 1,111,784. That's limited edition in a series of 2,148,000. That is pretty darn good. Collect them all. It's a little bit of a fake out. They did a fantastic job of like printing these off kilter. So you imagine like, oh, this one, it's like, it went through just slightly off when it stamped it. So it doesn't look perfect, but that gives a little air of authenticity to it. There were four total covers. Numbers reading 1,189,168. This is the second cover. Third is 1,112,362. And finally, 1,376,485. I only have the one. This is, I'm not into getting the variants of all of the other ones. They got really into it, I think, in like the early 2000s. They would have, for like maybe Harry Potter and Star Wars and maybe some other franchises. They did this where they had the variant covers, borrowing from Mad or DC Comics, because that's very popular in the comic world. I have no interest in collecting those. I do have interest in getting the rest of these though. For some reason, it just feels different. This feels like this is a cover gag. This is them being funny, whereas the others feels a little bit more like, give us your money. Like, you're a collector. Let's try to get some from you. Anyway, oh, look at this. How rare is this? Just a cartoon right at the start. Usually we have a fake ad or a house ad, like for subscribing or for paperbacks, things like that. How great is that, though? I love that. There you go, flower power. Not into flower power now, are you, Mr. Hippie? Kind of reminds me of like, when like people, when people are like, I'm anarchist, and then, something bad happens to them. People are like, bet you want to call the cops now, huh? Not so much into anarchy. I feel like you can be an anarchist and call the cops, probably, right? I don't know. I'd call the cops if I was an anarchist. Anyway, let's get into these vital features. Let's see if I can identify. Oh, gosh. This is impossible. It's not going to be Wally Wood. It's going to be, I don't know. like George Woodbridge or something. This is obviously Mort Drucker, right? I said obviously because I forgot the name Mort Drucker for a moment. Here's Paul Coker Jr., probably still. Dave Berg, The Lighter Side of High School Football. Oh, no. Okay. This is the George Woodbridge. And then this, Angelo Torres. I think in this one you can actually see, if you look at this versus that, yeah, there's a definite difference in that art style. You can, sometimes the reason I'm saying that is I'm talking to myself. I'm having a conversation part out loud and part in my mind about the difference between Mort Drucker and Angelo Torres. Wait, is that Angelo Torres? When was this? 68? I hope I'm right. I'm going to feel like a real dope if I'm not. Here we go. This really hits home, close to home. We'd like to point out a mistake in your Sick Teen article where a pair of personally initialed adenoids from Davy Jones' throat were offered as a prize. Anatomically, the initials depicted were on the uvula. However, we will accept one uvula in place of the pair of adenoids. The student nurses, Memorial Hospital, Springfield, Illinois. Your Sick Teen parody of 16 was not funny at all. The whole thing should have been thrown out before it reached the presses. I hope that your idea of humor proves its quality, or else improves its quality, or else you'll lose many mad readers. Oh, beautiful. I love that. The reason I read that, this is good because, like, this is what I was talking about in my ideas to the importance of the letters section. All right. And this, they're in on the joke. This, they are not. They don't like that and they're upset. In on the joke, out of the joke. Both of them are funny, though, because it's funny that she got mad, and it's cute that they're part of the joke, and they're kind of accepting it and goading the fact that, like, hey, we like the joke, but you're also dumb because you don't know what a uvula is. I don't know. Let's see. 0 for 1. The Adventures of the Red Baron, or Happiness ist ein klein Kaputtbeagle. Writer Frank Jacob and Bob Mucchio. French pig, English swine, American beagle? Let's zoom in on some of this. It's hard to, like, really, compliment the art because it's like a takeoff on Peanuts, and it's like, I don't know. Wasn't Peanuts mostly the writing? Dumb cops. You have not finished repairing mein plane. Why not? Well, Baron, it was very easy patching up there. Oh, yeah, wait, that's a German, too. Well, Baron, it was very easy patching up their bullet holes in their fuselage. So? And we had no trouble fixing their flak holes in their wings. So? We were never trying to do about what to do mit tooth marks in their stabilizer. Okay, I'm going to stop. I'm amusing only myself, and I apologize. This is fun, though. Yeah. Oh, and it's written by Carl Schultz. Golly, this is good. I like this. I like this one so much. Here we have a take on Camelot, right? Isn't that a musical? Or maybe it's just a story of Camelot. I don't know. But here we have the artist Sir Mort Drucker, writer Sir Frank Jacobs. You can't just call yourself Sir. You actually have been knighted, just so you know. So there's one for 2. I don't know. I don't know how to count. this is like the hard thing is, there's like songs in here, and I want to sing the songs like I normally do, but I don't know these songs. So that's the problem. Holy smokes, this thing is like all in. Holy cow, this is like 6 pages. Was it that big? Here we have, well, let's read about this. The worst thing about vacations is when you go on them and then subject us to the most sadistic of all torture devices, your home movies of them. And so, not to be outdone, we now take sweet revenge by subjecting you to MAD's home movies. All right, we got to zoom in a little bit. I kind of wish, like, I know that, I'm going to say I know this. I know that film in the camera is vertical, but I feel like this should have been formatted horizontally. Our vacation, scene 1, we're off. Zoom. I mean, I got to say, this is kind of cute already, right? And look at it, continues. I like how it's cut off. Scene 2, rest stop. Wait, he just leaves? I don't understand that joke. Scene 3, mommy goes swimming. Scene 4, you know what? I might have to zoom out. It's hard to. Scene 4, little brother goes swimming. Just dumps him in. Little sister goes swimming. And then daddy goes fishing. Oh, that's great. Dean Norman. Not familiar. And, oh my gosh, there's more. Holy smokes. Oh, and look at some of these actually continue. So like the one from the previous page, the art is right there. Oh, they continue like that. So like, look at, there's the top of his head, and then there's his feet, and then, oh man, that's really cool. That's a lot of attention to detail. I really, really appreciate that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was really, it's really well done. This whole thing is super, super well done. Here is the lighter side of high school football. I gotta go now, Elaine. I have to get into my uniform. See you later. Okay, Roger. Hi, Elaine. Huh? Is that you in there, Roger Kaputnik? I know some of you think that I pick on Dave Berg. Look at, I'm Alfred. Oh, like, mad about fashion fads. Hem and haw department. That's so stupid. That's such a dumb joke. Oh no, it's the hem and haw department. It's even worse. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. Mad about fashion fads. I'm not the type who follows fads of fashion right away. I wait a year or so until the look seems here to stay. When shoes with pointed toes came in, I never bought a pair until the week before they changed the point and made it square. No sooner did I finally discard my tams than Faye came riding by to bring us back the brownie old beret. I just gave in and bought myself a wig of bouffant hair, to find, of course, that wigs are through and falls are where they wear. Falls are all they wear. Not a Frank Jacobs poem, by the way. These are cool, like, figures by Jack Rickard. It's very cute. Anyway, and so it goes, almost as though I could prognosticate when I decide a style is in, that style goes out of date. You'd think I'd learn, but it appears the worst is yet to come. What lies ahead fills me with dread, to say the minimum. The story starts the same old way. When hems began to rise, I would not show my knees until the rest were showing thighs. At last it hit me in a flash. The mini look is in. I grabbed up all the clothes I owned and flew into a spin. I measured, cut, and stitched and sewed, and afterwards I pressed, determined not to quit until I'd looked my mini best. Well, yesterday, the last dress done, triumphantly I stopped. I might have known I'd read today, tomorrow's skirts are dropped. I pray to all the powers that be, to Harper's Vogue and God, don't let them turn to midi now that I have turned to mod. Very good. That was a lot of fun. A Psychedelic Diary. This thing looks really cool. This reminds me of this is like Planet Tad. That's what this is like. I mean, you know what I mean, right? This is before Planet Tad, obviously. But, Planet Tad, he goes through his whole week, and then, you get the punchline. And, so 9 a.m., I entered the offices of MAD magazine, and I'm given LSD on a sugar cube, which I put into my coffee and drink. 9:06, my stomach gurgles and my throat tightens. I never use sugar in my coffee. 9:18, a blood-curdling scream pierces the air. I hear humanity crying out in anguish, suffering pain, intense pain. Is it my first hallucination? No. It is the publisher of MAD, Bill Gaines, writing a check. It is the same sound I hear every payday. 9:35, I'm beginning to think the drug will have no effect whatsoever. Here it is, 35 minutes after Googling, and nothing is ferning. The publisher of MAD, Adolf Hitler, enters the room and asks if I'm KO. I tell him I'm raspberries. On the way out, she stabs my teddy bear. On purpose. On porpoise. Something is fishy. 9:76. Still no effect. My skin is on too tight. Lousy Taylor. Lousy Burton. I rip everything off. 10. The tortoise is raging, the hair under my arms. It's a race arms. It's an arms race. 10:369. Hey, turn off those flashing bright lights. 1492. I still feel fine. Love, use your zipper code. Curb your car. 112:30. The publisher of Mud, Hugh Hefner, taps me on the broccoli. 90:76. I make out shapes in the room: a desk, a lamp, a stagecoach, a fung. 1:15. People are staring at me. I'm a staircase. I try to explain that some funny things have happened to but it's no. 1:30. Everything is becoming extremely clear. But is it really reality? Do I really live, or do I just exist in a chinge of my bluck? 1:45. What is not, and why, if we, do we? Of course. 2. A blood-curdling scream pierces the air. I hear humanity crying out in anguish, suffering pain, intense pain. Is it a hallucination at last? No, it is the publisher of MAD, Bill Gaines, writing another check. 2:05. Everything is back to normal. Who wrote this? Dick DiBartolo. Brilliant. Brilliant, Dick. MAD's Academy Awards for World Celebrities. Oh, best performance in a biblical role, President Charles de Gaulle. De Gaulle Airport? He has an airport named after him. Best producer of an East-Western farce, Ho Chi Minh. Secretary of State. Best performance in an unintentional comedy role, Secretary of State Dean Rusk. Best visual effects, Timothy Leary. Good for him. One evening at the health club. Oh, know what I would love? I want to do a sauna. I'm in Minnesota. It's nasty out. It's not even cold. We got down to listen, I know you guys care. We got down to like, 0 for a while, and that was nice. And then it's like up to 40. It's like, it's actually kind of hot right now. It's awful, but it's like the snow is melty. It's disgusting. The MAD peak behind the scenes. This is something that obviously died off, but it existed in that time of a MAD look at, the fold in, the movie parodies, all of that stuff. I know I'm forgetting a few things, but things that became just commonplace in the magazine and continued all the way into modernity. But this didn't. The MAD peak behind the scenes. And I don't know why. Maybe the reason is that they never had consistent writers and artists. So you would get MAD peak behind the scenes with Sergio Aragonés doing the art, with George Woodbridge doing the art, with Paul Coker Jr. or Bob Clark. They would all, that couldn't be it. I don't know. But I think that this would be so much fun to keep doing, the MAD peek behind the scenes. And it's gone on for so very long that, I don't know. I think that would be fun. Maybe that's just something I would bring back if I was put in charge of MAD Magazine, is the MAD peek behind the scenes. Oh, I just read this silently. Like, it doesn't really even make sense. Here we have one of the fake magazines. Freeloader, the magazine for deadbeats. And, oh man, they have a letters department. Listen, Mad Magazine knew the importance of the letters department, that they put a letters department, 2 letters departments in their magazine. Obviously, it's important. Freeloaders in the news. Here's a freeloader doubleheader. TV star Dorwood Kirby, who makes all kinds of money for doing nothing, shakes hands with his agent, who gets 10% for doing nothing except seeing to it that Kirby continues to do nothing. Here we go. This is the stuff I like. More effective advertising spaces. I'm going to zoom in on this. This is Bob Clark, but this is like painted. You know what? Hey, you know what this reminds me of? This painted style? It looks like the Johnny Sampson paintings for the what do you call it? The fold-in, the modern. Oh, look at that. Book of the Month Club on the TV. Airwick. For people who have cats. Cats stink. Honda. On the curb? I don't really get that. 8 Aetna, casualty company, accident insurance. Those crazy sons of bitches, they did it. They actually did it. That's why I keep that handy. Forest Lawn Cemetery. Okay, let's zoom out. I'm still waiting. My little remote zoomer that I can use. I gotta wait longer for that thing. On the set. Oh, Martha, my dearest, my love, let me hold you and kiss you and cut. He's still not tall enough. Get him another box. Here, try it with this one. Here we have the Mad Mini Vision. I think I screwed this up. I was wrong. We got a double feature from Mort Drucker. Are you kidding me? You can't do that. You can't embarrass me like that. And I said, oh, I could tell the difference. Oh, my goodness. Pathetic. Pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Here we have Burning Mad is number 37 in a series of 37 Mad paperback books. Collect them all. I'm trying. I really am trying to collect all of these. Some of them are kind of hard to come by. And I don't want to just order them all online. Here we have this fold-in. It's folded. It's not brittle paper. so I can do this. So, in what battle zone are the most shocking atrocities being committed? Okay, first. All right. Hardly a day goes by without news of some horrible conflict taking place in some war zone somewhere. Today, a terrible battle is being fought, and the atrocities being committed are turning everyone's stomach. To find out where, fold the page as shown. Oh, maybe that was too dramatic a reading. Okay. On the campaign trail. Holy moly. Look at that. I wasn't going to be able to guess that. You know, the the thing, like once you see it, like it becomes so obvious. Man, that was great though. I love that. And here we have another beautiful, look at the scenes we'd like to see. Again, something that showed up. Well, no, this appeared in modernity, right? Because I forget who. I forget his name. Dang it. Anyway, Jack Rickard and Don Edwing. All right. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, it's a 3-for-1. The Wizard of Oz. Now you have courage. You can do anything. Peter Pan. We can fly. We can fly. We can fly. I've seen this before, right? I've definitely seen this. And this is like one of the best ones. I mean, like all three of these. I remember these three vividly. Don't really remember the setup. But that's not a problem. Anyway, this is kind of a quick review. Mad Magazine, number 123. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and give this video a thumbs up. It really makes a difference, helps the channel grow, and I sure as heck appreciate it. But until next time, thank you so much for watching. Toodaloo.